Hello again, everyone. This is WooChop bringing you another StarCraft 2 shoutcast. This is a replay pulled off of Team Liquid between the Red Terran Demise and the Blue Protoss OhdamnWM, who I will refer to as Ohdam from now on. Both these players are Masters level from what I have heard. I have not actually seen this replay. Haven't looked at their profiles either, so I'm not 100% sure, but I am decently sure about it since that's what they said in the thread. Anyway, just a standard opening, not too much going on right now, and just at the very beginning stages of the game. Ohdam is not producing any, there he goes, never mind, he wasn't producing any probes for a second there, and he just started again. That pylon will finish, and then he will be able to chrome boost out more probes. There he goes. Meanwhile, Demise is walling off in front, it looks like, putting down that supply depot at the top of his ramp. Doesn't want the Protoss to get into his base too early in the game. Usually this isn't too big of an issue for the Terran, but maybe Demise is going to go for some sort of tech play. I'm not sure. Right now, just throwing down that refinery. That barracks started not too long ago either, continuing his SCV production. First gateway went down for Ohdam. Setting out a scout after that gateway, not taking that Xel'Naga tower. Usually you'd like to tap the Xel'Naga towers just to make sure that their scout isn't, going by around a hidden path or just putting down some sort of proxy madness. But that barracks is just finishing. Likely to see that first marine coming out right away. Yes, there it is. It will be able to chase that probe out of his base or just kill it outright. And right now, Ohdam is stockpiling a bit of money for this early in the game. 200 and getting up to 300. Not putting down his cybernetics core. What is he doing? He got his gas. No cybernetics core. And one gateway not producing any units. Continuing to produce more probes. There's a cybernetics core, but still, he's just stockpiling a lot of minerals, not quite sure what he's doing. He'll have a lot of gas saved up as well. That SCV is going to town on that pylon, but he won't be able to do much as long as Ohdam gets some sort of unit, even a probe to harass that SCV who was attacking the pylon, throwing down 2 more barracks inside his main. Ohdam has got a tech lab on, Demise has got a tech lab on his first barracks, so possibly some sort of Marine Marauder composition. Yes, he is making a Marauder right now. I'll guess we're going to see concussive shells coming out soon. But yes, there it goes. Starting right now. Setting out first, second Marine? Nope, first Marine to take that Xel'Naga tower to make sure no sort of Protoss push is coming. And he has an SCV on the other one to make sure, to basically get full vision of that mill area of the map. And Ohdam is actually fast expanded, making that one gate fast expand could have it's actually kind of dangerous, honestly. He has one stalker out right now. If he gets that Marauder out, if he gets a few Marauders out and pushes with a couple Marauders and Marine, he could easily just kill that stalker, and then Ohdam would have no units out. He is not crowing out his warp gate research, not really too important to him right now. There he goes. He's crowing out units actually right now, so he just wants to have a decent defense against any sort of bio push from the Terran player. And Demise is throwing down his own command center right now. He has 2 barracks with tech labs and 1 with a reactor going down right now, so it's going to be a heavy Marine Marauder composition. And he's going to expand behind it, taking his natural. He's got 2 Marauders and 2 Marines at that Xel'Naga tower. He had another Marauder in his base right now. Not quite sure why he's keeping it in there, because he has a wall off in front. If Protoss tries to get in there, all he has to do is raise the wall, produce a Marine or a Marauder, and that will pretty much just deter any sort of pressure that Protoss could put on. But that Nexus is finished, and he is transferring some probes over right now, making a forge. So against the heavy bio of the Terran, I would assume that he's going to go for some sort of +1 armor, so his Zealots and Stalkers will be able to survive quite a bit longer against the Marines. Honestly, they do not do a terribly large amount of damage, so +1 armor does help out quite a bit. But we have a push from the Terran right now coming into the natural. 4 Marauders, 2 Marines. There are 3 sentries, a 2 Stalkers, and a Zealot for OhdamnWM right now. But it might not be enough to keep this push from doing a bunch of damage. No, he is getting chased off. That sentry is going to get picked off. That'll be quite the pick. Oh no, he does not focus down that one sentry. Gets another one, gets the second one. There he goes. Finally killing that, pulling a probe, doing some damage to that Marauder. He does hold off that push, but Demise could have sniped that first sentry a little bit earlier. OhdamnWM could have microwaved back, saved it, actually, but he doesn't. Neither of them did that. Both of it turned out working as if they did anyway, if Demise did anyway, so not too big a deal. Making his second orbital command right now inside his main, not feeling too safe to expand right now. And after getting your Bioforce wiped out like that, I completely understand. And OhdamnWM is throwing down a robotics facility right now, so against Marauders, I'd like to see some Immortals come out since they do so much damage to armored units. It is 50 damage to armored units, and Marauders have 125 health, so that's 3 shots, not counting everything that's been coming from his gateway units. OhdamnWM is also throwing down a Twilight Council, so charge lots possibly, and he's getting +1 weapons. Stim is almost done for our Terran player, getting down his starport, so his factory done as well somewhere. Starport's going to be pumping out medevac since he's building that on the reactor from the barracks earlier. Where is his factory? What is he doing with that? Is he just scouting? Yes, he just sent it out. Not really scouting with it, just putting it off to the side. And OhdamnWM is putting up a couple of pylons to block off that back hallway, which is a very good idea since you don't want any sort of surprise Hellions coming in from back there to wipe out all the probes in your natural. That would be very bad. And yes, there is charge going down for the Protoss right now. He has a lot of Stalkers, a lot of sentries, and only a few Zealots, warping in a few more right now to make use of that charge. If he didn't have more Zealots, it would be less of a significant upgrade for him, almost a waste if he didn't warp in more Zealots, but he does, since he knows what he's doing. 2 engineering bays going down for the Terran player right now. Also getting combat shield. Stim is done, so a fast +1/+1 on the armor and weapons for his bio is doing would be coming out fairly soon after those 2 engineering bays are done. But we have a drop of 4 Marauders going around the side of this map. OhdamnWM does have a pylon right next to that robotics facility. Actually, he's moving his that is very interesting. He's moving his Stalkers over to catch that. Wasn't there an observer? That's possibly what he scanned before, what Demise scanned earlier over by his natural. So it was very likely that the observer saw this drop coming in, and then the observer got picked off. But you know, it did its job. Saw everything saw that medevac moving out over to that side of the map. So OhdamnWM was able to respond correctly, and we have +1 weapons, no armor for the Terran right now. Combat shield is almost done, but that's only for the Marines, adding a bit of extra HP to them. There's +1 armor, +2 ground weapons for the Protoss. That's a very interesting choice for him. Getting his second forge down right now, as we can see, he's about to put that down. There it goes. So not getting that +1 armor, which was usually really helpful against this Marine Marauders. Those Marines will deal a lot less damage. Combined with the Guardian Shield, they will not be able to take out Zealots too easily, and since they're going to be charged Zealots, Marines will just melt to them so quickly. And then the Marauders against charged Zealots aren't too good either. And we do have a Warp Prism and 4 more gateways coming down for the Protoss player. So he is just going to go heavy into the gateway army, possibly moving into High Templar, I would think, against such a huge Bioforce from the Terran. He is throwing down a Ghost Academy and an Armory right now. The Armory is very interesting, seeing as how he's going a very heavy Bioforce right now. But that Ghost Academy is always good against Protoss, since EMP just takes out shields of the Protoss so quickly, just instantly, taking out so many of the shields. That's just a bunch of instant damage in an area. But we do have that drop of 4 Marauders going down into the third of OhdamnWM. Taking out this Nexus possibly. Is OhdamnWM going to cancel it? No, he does not. He actually, man, Demise actually snipes that off. lowering the Marauders onto the high ground, but there are charge lots and stalkers and sentries all around him, able to wipe out that medevac and those Marauders. They are no more. Demise is actually taking out his rocks at his gold, moving to expand there, scanning again, making sure there isn't any sort of observer to see this happening. There is not right now. It is sitting outside as natural. It probably saw that command center floating out there to that gold, so Protoss probably knows that the Terran is expanding to that spot. Also scanning over the gold of the Protoss player and seeing that he's taking out those taking out those rocks, and also seeing the warp prism. Has to be wondering what the heck is going on. Oh my god, should expect some sort of zealot warp-in, charge lot warp-in on his main mineral line. And he's putting down a ton more barracks. 5 more barracks. How many does he have total? That is 10. 10 barracks total in his main right now. Those 2 engineering bays getting plus 2 for his bio army right now. Getting ghosts out. What is he researching? Researching the Mobius reactor for extra energy, for more, so he can EMP a bit quicker. A little bit of a push by the Protoss at the goal of the Terran, but it is repelled as that planetary fortress is up right now. The Protoss is putting down a Templar archive, so we will see High Templar getting plus 3 ground weapons and getting plus 1 armor just now. It is a little late, honestly, a little late in the game for plus 1 armor, but still you will need it eventually. Better late than never, honestly. Setting out a bunch of SCVs to repair that medevac right now, putting up turrets and another starport. I saw earlier he got a bunch of tech labs on his barracks, so all these barracks have tech labs except for one of them. So we are going to see massive amounts of ghosts coming out from the Terran player, Demise. This is quite the interesting game already. 9 High Templar are warping in for Ohdam right now, so he is going to have a bunch of High Templar out. Can't really do anything right now. Can just feed back. Doesn't have Storm. It is just started. Probably about a fifth of the way done right now. The cloaking going down for the Terran player right now for the Ghost. So he will have cloaked Ghost coming in soon. Man, Demise is supply blocked right now. Needs to be building supply depots. He does have 4 on the way. Same for Ohdam. He needs to put down a few more pylons. And that 3rd is secured for the Protoss player. Not going to move out to the gold quite yet, even though he has the minerals to do it. But as long as he has the option open to him, and as long as he takes it relatively soon, by the time his main mines out, it is almost mined out completely. His natural is getting close to that too, so he will have to take another base very soon. An observer floats in, tries to see what's going on for the Terran right now, but that missile turret picking it off quite quickly, and plus 3 weapons going down for Terran right now for his bio army. These are going to be very, very buff Marines and Marauders and even Ghosts. We do see that Demise has decided to stop making medevacs. I'm not quite sure why he did that. With such a large focus on bio units for the Terran, he should be making some more medevacs for some more healing. And that Warp Prism is not doing much. It does have a bit of damage on it. And Demise is just putting up a supply depot and a turret in all these expansions, making sure the Protoss can't take them for himself, as quite the interesting tactic there. Works out quite well. Oh, there's a Ghost sniping away at the Templar, taking out one of them. Will he be able to take out any more? No. Is there any observer? There's a cannon right there running into the vision sight range of that cannon. And the charge lots make quick work of it. There it goes. AMP going off on a lot of those Protoss units, and there is a bit of an engagement. All the Protoss units are not being used right now. Another EMP, very nicely done, chasing away that Bioforce of the Terran right now. Those charge lots running in there, taking quite a bit of damage, all getting taken out so easily, using that Warp Prism to warp in Zealots behind the Terran army. Quite an awesome tactic there. I don't see that often at all. That was very nicely done by Ohdam. Holy crap. Able to force away that Terran force, taking out quite a lot of units.